All right, guys, I'm back again. All right, and guess what? It's getting better and better and better and better. Here we go. Now, stay with me. We're going to talk about cold market inviting. First of all, what is the cold market? What is that all about? Cold market simply means people that you do not know. Okay, so warm market is people that you know. And by the way, to become a true professional in this industry, in this company, I just want you to know that your warm market is basically for practice. That's for practice. Where you're going to make all the real money, the big money, it's in the cold market. It's people that you do not know. That's right, guys. This is a business where we have to talk to people. It's just, but you know what? Every business is about talking to people. Okay, that's what it's all about. Okay, so let's talk about how to become a pro in the cold market. Okay, now, all right. When you're doing cold market, there are two approaches. Okay, so I want you to picture in your mind. We're now talking about people that you don't know. First of all, let's talk about where can you find all of the leads, if you will, to talk to cold market prospects. Now, let me tell you about things that I do not do first, but they do work, but I don't do them. One of the things, me as a leader, I'm very honest, I'm very transparent. I will never teach something that I don't do. I'm not that type of person, okay? So let me tell you what I don't do. I do not. But let me preface this by saying these things, they can work. I'm not putting them down. I'm just being honest to let you know that I don't do it because this is not the way that I was taught. Okay? I do not use Facebook. I do not use LinkedIn. I do not use Twitter. I do not purchase leads. I do not, do social. I just don't do it. But again, I'm not saying it doesn't work. But the reason why I don't do it is very simple. People are like dust. They're everywhere. And so I'm never ever in my mind thinking that I have a shortage of people. I can walk outside my house and there's people everywhere. Okay? And so that's the reason why. Does Facebook work? Does LinkedIn and all that other stuff I mentioned? Yes, it works. It basically just allows you to find people. Okay? Sitting right there online. But guess what? When you find them, you still got to talk to them. You still have to remember the 5 elements that we just previously talked about here. Okay? And so me, I just think of it as people are everywhere. If I want to use Facebook, I could. But I don't need to because people are everywhere. And the people that I talk to, guess what? They know other people. So you can still build a global network, either online or offline. Whichever floats your boat, have at it. I know both. I've seen people use both and make millions and millions and millions of dollars. And to be candid with you, to add insult to injury, my sponsor, Mr. Holton Bugs, he's the #2 income earner in the entire direct selling industry. He's #2. And guess what? He doesn't use Facebook. He doesn't use Twitter. He doesn't use LinkedIn. But again, we're not saying it doesn't work. We're just saying he makes hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds and hundreds. Did I say hundreds? Hundreds of thousands of dollars per month. Without it. So again, I'm just saying you don't have to have it. Okay? So now, let's go ahead and talk about cold market. And I want to talk about there are 2 approaches to the cold market. Now, I'm going to be talking about what it is that I do. Okay? So obviously we know that that's not online. I do it offline. I basically meet people when I'm out. One of the things I never do is I never go out to prospect. I literally meet people while I'm out. Did you catch that? I never deliberately put my shoes on and get my clipboard and I'm going out today to slay the dragon. That is not the attitude. No. Instead, I go to the gym and I may go to my son's school, or sometimes I may deliberately go places to an art show, or I may deliberately go where there is people, but I also have an interest in something in that environment. And while I'm there, I may meet so-and-so. For example, the car wash, the cleaners, stuff like that. Okay? So again, I do not go out to meet people. Because when you go out to meet people, it's almost like people can see that there's a laser that you have on their head that you're looking for them. And they're kind of turned off by that. But what I do is I just simply meet people while I'm out. Okay? Now, in doing that, there are 2 approaches to the cold market. One is what I call a slower approach, and the other is a quicker approach. Now you have to understand the basics of this business. It's you talk to a lot of people, you make a lot of money. You talk to a few people, you make a few dollars. So you have to understand, you know, it's about talking to a lot of people. There's no secret to it. You can go ask anyone. That is the business. You talk to a lot, you make a lot. Okay? And so let me first share with you what I call the slower way of meeting someone that you don't know, building some rapport, and then kind of inviting them to take a look at your opportunity. Now remember, on the board here is the 5 elements that always have to be included in an invitation. There are 5 elements that have to always, I don't care what you're saying, but these 5 things have got to come across within your message. Again, be confident, never lose control, be in a hurry, show value, and take it away. I'm going to demonstrate all of these in the process of this. Now, what we're going to do is I'm going to start with using a tool called FORM. F-O-R-M. Hopefully you wrote that down. FORM. F stands for family. The O stands for occupation. The R stands for recreation. And the M stands for money. FORM. The purpose of FORM, it's a digging tool. It is a tool designed for you to dig, to get to know the prospect so that you can determine if you want to introduce them to your opportunity. FORM can last 2 minutes or it can last 2 hours. It's completely up to you. Remember, you're the one in control. Okay? So I'm going to show you how to use FORM. Remember, this is the slower way of building rapport in the cold market with someone, but it is effective and it does work. Okay? So what I'm going to do is I'm going to use a young lady that I recently just signed up in our business yesterday. So this is great for you guys watching. This young lady that I'm about to bring up, I met her at a car wash just yesterday. And so I'm going to demonstrate and reenact, I'm going to reenact FORM with this young lady. JP, if you don't mind, come on up. All right, this is JP and the official name. Good to see you. Can you tell me about what's your official name?
My official name is Geraldine Patton. I go by JP because Geraldine sometimes gets a little bit mixed up.
Awesome. And obviously you've only been in the business, what, 1 day, right?
Just maybe almost 24 hours.
Awesome. And so, guys, see, it happens fast. And we met at the car wash, am I right?
Yes.
All right, so what we're going to do is I want you just to be you, okay? Because I know you only been in 1 day, so you're probably like, what is this FORM thing? And just be you. I want to demonstrate exactly what I do if I was using FORM. Okay, now I want you to picture, what would you like to be? You want to be at the car wash again?
Sure.
Okay, now obviously I'm not dressed like this at a car wash typically, but let's just say we're at the car wash and we're waiting on our cars to be washed. And so we're sitting very close in proximity, okay? And I'm going to demonstrate with you. Okay, and let's just say this is what she's wearing in this example. Even if she wasn't wearing it, I always want to start off with a sincere compliment of something. Something that it just you always want to start off with a sincere compliment. Keyword, sincere. All right? So let's say I'm sitting next to her and I may say, hey, well, listen, wow, those are really nice earrings.
Oh, thank you.
Yeah,
thanks.
Pretty nice. Are you from this area?
Actually, the Bay Area.
You're from the Bay Area.
Mm-hmm.
You come here all the time to this car wash?
I do. Actually, there's 2 of them I go to, and today I was kind of not sure which one, and I ended up here. So.
Awesome, awesome.
Yeah.
You said the Bay Area. Mm-hmm. What part of the Bay Area are you from?
Cupertino.
Cupertino.
Mm-hmm.
I'm actually from Oakland, California.
Oh, okay.
Okay. Listen, I'm Romacio. It's nice
Hi.
to meet you.
I'm Geraldine, JP.
Pleasure to meet you.
Nice
Now, do you
to meet you.
live up here in this area?
I do.
Okay, I do as well. I've never seen you before.
Yep. No.
Okay. Well, I typically come here to get my car washed too, so it's good to meet you.
Yeah,
awesome. So what brings you from the Bay Area, if you don't mind me asking?
My parents are up in Grass Valley area, so it's kind of in between the 2.
Okay. So you're just up here visiting your parents?
Nope, live in Sacramento area.
Okay, so obviously you work up here now.
Yeah,
What?
yeah.
You look like you own a business. What type
No,
of
I
business?
don't. Not yet. Just Comcast.
Oh,
I do
Comcast?
business sales. Yeah.
Business sales. I knew you were important.
Yeah. Thank you.
Wow.
Yeah.
How long have you been doing that?
Telecom about 20 years.
Oh, 20 years. Wow. So you got it all figured out then, huh?
No, not yet. Almost.
Well, I hear that you guys over at business. I hear you guys that you're a business salesperson, right?
Mm-hmm.
For Comcast.
Yes.
I hear that you guys are breaking the bank financially. You're just raking in all the money, huh?
It's going well.
Going well.
Yeah.
Awesome. Tell me, what do you like best about it?
Just being outside talking to people.
Really?
Yeah.
So you seem like a really friendly person. So you really enjoy talking to people?
I do. I do.
Awesome.
You learn a lot. Yeah. What do you do?
Well, what I do is I actually teach people like you how to actually make money from home while running their own home-based business in the coffee industry.
Okay.
So essentially, I teach people how to make money from home as other people all around the world drink coffee. It's pretty awesome. It's pretty cool. Well, tell me, what is it that you like least about what you do? Is there anything about what you do that you don't like?
Being micromanaged.
You hate micromanaging?
I dislike micromanaging very much, yeah.
Wow.
I like to be out, do my thing, and...
So you're kind of a free spirit?
Yep.
Awesome, 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 awesome. Well, I'll tell you what do you typically do for fun here in this area? Is there anything that you do for fun?
Just hang out with my kids and friends.
You got kids? How many kids do you have?
One set of twins, 10-year-olds.
Oh, wow. A set of twins that are 10?
Yeah.
Wow.
2 boys.
Awesome.
So I'm busy with them.
Awesome. I've got a little 8-year-old myself.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Now, I wish I had twins, but it didn't work out that way for me. So, yeah. Hey, well, listen, my car's coming up, and I've got to get ready to jam, but it's definitely been a pleasure meeting you.
Yeah, nice to meet you too, Ross.
And you know, before I go, you seem like a sharp lady, and this may be a shot in the dark, but hey, listen, let me ask you something. I'm actually helping my company expand here in this area. And it's a large company, as I was telling you, an international coffee company. And one of the things that right now I'm kind of keeping my eyes open for is a couple sharp, motivated people that might just be motivated for more success around what they're doing. Let me ask you something. If there was a way that you could actually maybe double what it is you currently earn without being micromanaged and doing it from home, is that something that you would maybe want to take a look at?
Absolutely. I think there's a purpose for us meeting.
Absolutely. I tell you what, let's exchange information, and I'll tell you what, I'll give you a call when I get back to the office. Again, I don't want to make any promises, but I will give you a call, and we'll talk about the details over coffee and see if we're a good fit for each other. Sound good?
Sounds good.
Hey,
awesome.
Listen, it's nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you too.
Talk to you soon.
All right.
Guys, that's form. That's how you do it. It's that simple. Now again, I said that form is, that's a slower way, because you notice it took some time. We went through the F. Remember the F? Family. Where are you from? Okay? And then when I got to the O, if you remember, I always assume that they own a business. Always. And let them tell me that they don't. The other thing, when I was on the O, occupation, I also, you always want to assume that she's making a whole lot of money and let them tell you that they're not. Okay? Also, when I was on the O, I also asked her, what do you like best? Okay? And remember, you must listen. If you listen to people, they'll tell you everything you need to know, if you really listen. And then I also said, well, what do you like least about what you do? And she told me she hated being micromanaged. And then, obviously, so after talking about what she least liked, I now went to the R, which is recreation, to kind of help pick her back up again. And she told me what she liked to do. I said, what do you like to do for fun? And she told me. And then last but not least, you never, ever, ever, ever discuss what it is you do until you're about to leave. And the reason being, when you're using form, if you were to discuss what you do before leaving, you're now going to be on the hot seat for them to ask you 1,001 questions. And so you always want to wait until you're just about to leave. It was a pleasure meeting you, but before I go, let me ask you one question. Boom. And you guys all heard what I said. I said, if there was a way that you could maybe double the income that you earn at your current job without being micromanaged, would that be something that you would want to take a look at? And she said yes. I then said, let's exchange numbers. I'll call you when I'm back at the office. I can't make you any promises, but I'll call you when I get back to the office, set up a time for us to meet, maybe over coffee, and see if we're a good fit for each other. It's that simple. Okay? It's that simple. Okay? That's cold market inviting. It's cold market inviting using the form technique. Okay? So JP, I want to thank you so much for participating.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot. All right? Now, remember I told you form is the slower approach. Do I use form? Absolutely I do. It depends on where I'm at and how much time that I have at that, wherever I'm at that moment. But I also want to show you one that I do a lot more of, and this is what I call the cold market approach, but it's faster. It's what I call the shotgun approach. You got to remember, the key here is to talk to a lot of people. So, you don't want to spend, 1 minute. You don't want to spend 100 minutes with one person. You want to spend 1 minute with 100 different people. Did you catch that? You don't want to spend 100 minutes with one. You want to spend 1 minute with 100 different people. Okay? And so now I want to show you, I'm going to demonstrate the quicker or faster way to prospect in the cold market. And I'm going to show you exactly what I do. And believe it or not, I'm actually going to invite some other people up that I've actually trained that are in my organization. And they're going to show you exactly how they do it as well. So I'll start first by example. And I'll use my good friend, I'm going to invite my good friend Julie Wu up. Come on up, Julie. Good to see you.
Hi.
Julie, if you don't mind, let everybody know your full name, your background, and how long you've been in Organo Gold, and what's one thing you like about it.
Okay, great. My name is Julie Wu. My background is I worked at Intel for about 20 years as an engineer and a project manager. I've been in Organo Gold for a couple of months, and what I like about it the best is the fantastic training and the personal development as well as the leadership.
Awesome, awesome. So what we're going to do here now, guys, is I'm going to demonstrate, as I say, with Julie. Again, cold market, this is what I call the quick shotgun approach. This is exactly what I do. It doesn't matter if I'm at the gas station, the park, the grocery store, haircut, the barbershop. It doesn't matter where I am. Doesn't matter. This is exactly verbatim what I do, and it works all the time, okay? So here's what happens. Let's just imagine, where would you like to be? Let's pick a location. Where do you want to be?
Starbucks.
She's at Starbucks, okay? All right, she's at Starbucks. All right, now, and let's just say I'm walking, let's say you're sitting down or you're at the counter, doesn't matter. This is exactly what I do, exactly. Excuse me, I'm sorry, I don't mean to interrupt you. Listen, I'm not from this area. Can I ask you a quick question?
Sure.
Listen, I'm not from this area, and I'm helping a large company expand here in the area. And by chance, do you happen to know of anyone that could use some extra income around what they're doing, even if it's you?
Yes, me.
Well, great. Listen, it's an international coffee company, and what we're doing is we're building layers of leadership within our company. And so why don't we do this? Let's exchange information, and I'll give you a call when I get back to the office. Can't make you any promises, but we will set up a time to talk, do a quick interview, and see if it's a good fit for us and if we're a good fit for you. Does that sound good?
Okay, sounds great.
And what's your contact number? And she gives me her contact. It's very simple. I'm going to do it one more time just so you guys can see. Julie, I want you to do and say whatever you normally would. Okay? I want people to see real live training, okay? So again, let's pick a different location.
Okay, the park.
The park. We're at the park. Listen, are you working out or just sitting there with your family? Or?
Walking the dog.
She's walking the dog. And once again, excuse me. I'm sorry to interrupt you. I'm not from this area. Would you mind if I ask you a quick question? Maybe you can help me.
Okay.
Listen, I'm helping a large company, it's a big company, expand into this area. And it's a company that does not advertise.
Okay.
By chance, do you happen to know anyone that could use some extra income around what they're doing, even if it's you?
Sure.
Okay, well listen, I'll just tell you, it's an international coffee company, and it's a big company, and we're building layers of leadership within the company. And so why don't we do this? Let's exchange information, and what I'll do is I'll give you a call when I get back to the office. Can't make you any promises, but we will talk about the details to see if we're a good fit for you and if you're a good fit for us. Does that sound okay?
Okay, that sounds great. Can
Great.
you tell me a little bit more now?
Absolutely. We're building layers of leadership within the company. Once we get a chance to talk to you, you'll understand virtually what that means. And so literally, you look like you could potentially be a leader. I don't know, but we got to get a chance to know you a little bit. But there's a lot of money for some of the right people. Okay? What's the best number to reach you at outside of your work in your home? You hear what I said? What's the best number to reach you at outside of your work in your home? And what is she going to give me?
Cell number.
Her cell number. Frankly, that's the one that you want. But because I don't know her and it's a cold market, it's kind of impolite to say, hey, what's your cell number? Okay? So guys, there you have it. Way to go. Cold market. We've showed you how to do cold market using form, which is the slower way. We've shown you how to do cold market now the faster way. Now listen, here's the deal. Cold market recruiting, guys, you want to do, honestly, if you are serious about the business, on a part-time basis, you want to do at least 3 to 5 of these a day. Okay? If you're full-time, and you really want to really crank it, and you want to hit, you want to succeed fast and hard, you want to do 10 to 20 of these a day, every single day, 7-day week. Remember, it took me less than what, 60 seconds to do that. Remember, spend 1 minute with 100 different people, not 100 minutes with one person. All right, guys. Cold market recruiting. You got it.